the night before Christmas.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hey guys, it's Nextkidz.
Welcome back to our channel.
So for today's video, we have our very first story time for you guys on this channel. We are going to be talking about the time we got kicked out of a restaurant.
I wasn't there.
0 stars.
Negative 1 star.
We'll never go there again.
We're never eating again.
I mean, not as a group, but individually.
Just hear us out. They did us really dirty and never go there again and give them our money because they really mistreated us. But
They have good food though.
yeah, their food is good, but their service overall was very disrespectful.
Right.
Go.
So what happened was, it was the night before.
The night before Christmas.
So what had happened was, the night after our sleepover, it was me, Anaya, Kay, Ricky, Felissa, and Naomi.
I wasn't there, but I'll be here to ask questions.
Yeah, Camille and Annie wasn't there.
You know, we just woke up from the sleepover and we were like, oh, like we're hungry, you know, like where should we get a little cool brunch at, you know? And then, you know, so we were like, oh, this one place that shall not be named on this channel. And we don't really want to out them like that. Like it's not beef, but it's beef.
So yeah, we put our names down. I don't know. I think I did.
Yeah, she did. You were out
And
there
then
first.
so it was like a what, like 20-minute wait. It's like okay, whatever.
More.
No, it was not.
40-minute wait.
Okay,
Girl, we
30.
was out there for hell.
Yeah, no, probably like a 35-minute wait. 35-minute wait. So you're like, okay, not too bad. Like, cause it's worth it.
Yeah.
We thought.
And it's the usual, like, it was a Sunday morning, I think, and it was like obviously
Yeah,
it's gonna be crowded.
Basically, we just went back and we sat like it was like this. The scenery is really nice. It's like by really nice place. Okay. So we decided it was like a really nice thing. So we decided, okay, let's just play a fun game of Uno.
Yeah, she had it on deck in her car.
Yeah, Uno and Dos. Y'all don't know about that Dos. Anyway, so we played that for like
The whole time we were waiting.
Oh, yeah.
We had nothing else to do and we were just hecka hungry. We're just sitting on this bench, you know, it's really like crowded, like so there's a lot of people waiting outside for a table. So we're waiting to get called and finally they called the number right before us, right? I forget. This happened. When did this happen?
It happened like around November of last year.
I said
I
April.
don't remember when it happened.
Because we slept over after our dance performance.
We did?
Oh,
I feel like it was near a holiday though.
Yeah, it was near something because we have sleepovers like that when something like we're celebrating something. So
Wait, was it Halloween?
Yeah, it might have been in November, like right after we had a Halloween performance. But basically, they had called the number right before us, right? And they're screaming it out loud because everyone's waiting outside. So the employees just yelling out the number outside through a microphone. Girl, like said it multiple times. They didn't show up.
She go.
They didn't show up. So then they call our number.
No, they say last call.
Oh yeah. They literally
specifically
said last call. They're like
last call. They'll give your table away like that.
yeah. They were saying that, and and then finally like whoop-de-doo, they called our number, and I got excited.
Bro, we got
I was like, I started
we were
yelling.
so
'cause
excited.
She was yelling it, and we were sitting really far from the restaurant because like it was crowded. So we were like singing, and they called our number like da da da.
We were excited.
And I was like, here, present, right here, we're right here, we're right here. And I was really hungry. It was like breakfast, like oh girl, like it was like 12 o'clock actually, because this was our first meal of the day, like 12, like almost 1 o'clock.
Right.
And we were waiting, so we're hungry.
We walked to that table jolly.
Yeah, we were walking like we're right here. We're walking, basically, we're walking down. Everyone's looking at us. They're mad that we got our table and we're about to eat. So we get seated this nice table. Remember? They took us into the restaurant and then took us outside. And mind you, I don't like eating outdoors. I like eating outdoors, but unless it has a nice scenery, this has like a nice scenery. Mind you, don't get it wrong, but it's nice. It's nice, It's really like.
We had like the best spot.
Yeah, so they literally put us at this nice table right outside and in front of the water, da da da.
We hungry looking at
And
me like.
we pick up the menus. We're being fine. Like, we're not being like crazy or nothing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like she's the manager.
yeah, she's like the manager. Like, she's like the manager. She walked up to our table and she was like,
You guys gonna need to leave, or you guys need to.
she was like, oh, actually, we actually need this table. The people that were supposed to sit here are here now.
Like, did you
Yeah.
ask them?
And it,
Straight out the bat.
yeah, the ones who they called right before us finally showed up, and basically.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's
Right.
not how it works. And basically, it wasn't a question. She was basically telling us we had no choice. Like, we have to get up. She was like, "Oh, you guys, the people who were here before you are here now, and this is their table. We'll seat you guys back when there's a table available for you." Basically, not knowing when we're gonna get a table. So it was just like, oh, we're gonna have to wait all over again for a new table. And mind you, we're sitting.
we're stuck. We're
We're
like,
stuck.
wait,
We're sitting here pausing, like looking at this lady because like.
Are you serious?
We're a
Like,
group of kids, we're a group of young teenagers, and of course she would tell us this because we're teenagers, because if we were adults or a big family, they would not tell us that, But since we're kids, we're more vulnerable, we're more younger, like, of course she, like, took advantage of us and was like, oh, you guys have to get up. And we were like, we kind of told her, like, we're like, no, like, we literally, me and I were like, we're the ones that get defensive. So me and I were like,
that's
no,
not
like,
right.
we're like,
you're
no,
already
we already seated us.
I've
already
never
looking
seen
at
that
us.
happen.
Yeah,
We
it's like, that's
approached them
never
first.
happened.
I've never seen that happen.
Yeah.
Our number, I mean.
Exactly. And just like Camille said, that's not professional. That's never
Like,
how
I've
it
never
works.
seen that
If
happen
you
before.
missed your call, you have to wait for another table.
Literally.
You don't take someone that's already seated. That's bad business. Especially for a restaurant that we went to. This was very unprofessional of that restaurant to treat us like that just because of our age and how we look on the outside, I guess. I don't know. They just thought, like, since we're younger, they could say something to us like that and seat someone else. Like, basically, we're all equal. Why do they get to sit there and they're already late and we don't? You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, she basically.
It's like we waited for them.
Wait, the way me and Ricky responded,
yeah.
like our moms wouldn't have
Yeah.
played with that.
Our
like,
moms don't play about that stuff.
My
I'm
mom
like the
wouldn't.
fact
yeah,
that-
yours too.
And
I'm
like,
like-
at this point, I was like, okay, well, if we stay here, the bitches are gonna spit in our foods at this point because
right.
it's already awkward. This awkward tension because she's not asking us to get up. She's telling us to get up because it's her restaurant.
like she wasn't
And-
even like, was it sincere about
Yeah,
it? Like,
it wasn't sincere at all. It was already like she was telling us like we already did something wrong.
like
you
if-
know?
I could understand like if she would approach us more like
Respectfully, I'm
Like,
so sorry. Like these people like
Do
reserved
you
it.
mind or
Yeah. We'll compensate for something. Like we'll give you guys
Right,
an extra
exactly.
something. It
Like,
was
it
just
could have been handled a different way.
way different. Basically, we're gonna have to wait for someone else to finish their meal and get seated.
Mind you guys already called that number, which you guys
Multiple
said
times.
last
We're
call.
We're paying attention.
Yeah, and thinking that we're like, they thought we were dumb or something, that we were just gonna be like, oh, okay, like, yeah, they can sit here. What the heck? This is not like a school cafeteria. We sat here, you seated us here.
Like that
We're gonna eat here.
table doesn't have a freaking name tag. Like,
Exactly.
Why
So-
is it their table?
Yeah, as you can see, like, it brings up some frustration, So Mina and I sat there like, no, like, we're gonna sit here. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave because you guys aren't gonna, we're seeing someone else. They literally asked, like, you're gonna have to leave because we're not gonna get up because someone else is gonna sit at this table instead of us. But I was just like, she's just asking us to get up at that point, and we were just like, oh, fine. We were just like, okay. We just like took it like, okay.
Right, we were trying to
feel
make
like-
a scene about it.
Yeah,
but,
we
like,
didn't want to make a scene, but girl, everyone was looking at us. The tables are so close to each other. They're not spaced out. They're so close to each other.
We were a big group.
Yeah, there's a big group of 6 of us, so we're all just we all feel hella weird that we have to get up for these
Like,
this
we know
family.
it's just not right. We know it's
Yeah,
not
we know
right.
it's not
but
right, and
at
Eddie-
the same time, we can't really,
What were we supposed to do? Like argue there and like demand for our spot? Because then they're gonna just spit in our food. So what did I ended up doing? We started getting up. She was just waiting like, okay, you guys are gonna have to leave because then she's like, I tried to ask you nice. Yeah, that's what she said. Remember? She's like, I tried to ask you guys nicely, and you guys aren't cooperating. So I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave. And we were just like,
Oh yeah,
you
you're
were
being
being nice
Yeah, you
about
were
it. Like, you
nice.
told us.
Unapologetic.
I said I'm sorry. Like her whole tone changed right when I called her out for not being apologetic. So the girl was two-faced.
Table.
It's these plastic chairs. So I'm just getting up. I'm just like, I just threw the menu. We all were throwing our menus on the table, and I was just. And then like none of our seats were pushed in. I was a child that was raised to push my seat in, right? So I'm pushing my seats in, right? So I'm pushing the seats in, right? And he was like, Ricky, stop. And he was like, Ricky, stop. And I'm irritated because I'm like, girl, they're gonna spit in our food. We're not about to wait for this. We're not gonna wait here no more. We're gonna go to like a different restaurant at this point. But they didn't know that. But in my head, I was driving, so I'm like, I'm not eating here. Like, they got us messed up. So I'm pushing the seats in, and she's like, hey, you guys are not allowed back here ever. Don't come here ever. Hey. And you know, at this point,
We're like, okay, bye.
yeah, we're just like, okay. I was like, okay, bye.
I would have been like, everyone's just like,
we didn't go off on her. I wasn't like flipping the table or anything. Like I was just pushing my seats in with a little attitude, with a little spice, you know.
A little flavor.
Exactly. I just know people who would have done some messed up stuff for doing that. And
The people around us probably thought it was our fault too because
I
we were
know.
teenagers.
Yeah,
that's,
like,
the thing.
so, like-
That's what it really felt like too.
like adults like tend to think that like we're troublemakers or whatever.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever got kicked out of a restaurant. So it was just like, I mean, and I'll do it again.
you guys may think you know it, but I don't. You probably don't.
Yeah.
Because we're saying like it's a popular restaurant.
Yeah,
It's not like a food chain.
If
right?
you live in the
not
city,
cheesesteak.
if you live in the city, you know. And
Where did you guys
then
end up eating?
we ended up getting in our cars, and then where'd we go?
Huckleberries.
Oh yeah.
We didn't let it ruin our day though. We still had a good brunch together.
Yeah, it
we
was
might
just-
be like going off about it in the car, but we
Yeah.
we had some good food.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it didn't matter.
We have a lot of juicy stories for you guys,
There's
especially.
You'll find out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna wrap it up right here.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
And okay.
How's she sleeping?
And if you like today's video, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on our post notifications bell so you know when we post. Make sure you look in the description box for our socials. Also, our shop is down there too. Make sure you buy our season 1 collection before we end it and we start a new season 2. Make sure you look out for that.
It's coming soon.
Yes, and make sure you comment any videos you want to see from us in the future. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
On the street sign.